In this video, we start a new exercise, that is integration by part. This is one of the important exercise of integration. So, in this exercise, firstly, we will have to select the function, first function and second function. And functions we chosen or selected on the basis of table which is given I. I means inverse function. L means logarithmic function. A means algebraic function. T means trigonometric function. And E means exponential function. Exponential function. So the first function and second function would be chosen, would be selected on the basis of the functions coming first. Suppose there are two functions like integration of x into sin x dx. There are two different functions, x and sin x. X is the algebraic function and sin x is the trigonometric function. So we have to select first function and second function from these two given functions. We will have to see that which function comes first in this table. So the algebraic function and trigonometric function. So algebraic function comes first, then it comes trigonometric function. So the function which comes first in this formula would be taken the first function, and the function which comes after that would be taken the second function. So the algebraic function x would be taken first function and trigonometric function sin x is taken as second function. So this is the criteria to select the first function and the second function. Suppose the question is like integration x into e to the power x dx. There are two different functions. One is x and other is e raised to the power x. And x is the algebraic function and e raised to the power x is the exponential function. So observe the formula which comes first. So algebraic and exponential. From algebraic and exponential. Algebraic comes in the series first. So the algebraic function would be taken the first function and exponential function would be taken as second function. Suppose there is a question like e raised to the power x into sin inverse x dx. So this is the inverse function, sin inverse x, and e raised to the power x is the exponential function. And the series inverse function comes first and exponential function comes after. Then sin inverse would be taken the first function and e raised to the power x would be taken as second function. If there is only one term like integration sin x dx, then we take the second function as 1 dx. The second function is taken as 1 dx. So we can write sin x into 1 dx, and 1 dx would be taken as the second function, and the other function which I given would be taken as the first function. So this is the criteria to select the first function and the second function. Now the formula which we used in this exercise in integration by parts is, firstly we will select the function, first function and second function. The formula will be used. First function into integration of second function minus integration d by dx of first function into integration of second function. And this is the integration for the whole, and for the whole there is dx. The formula which we used, first function into integration of second function minus integration d by dx means differentiation of first function into integration of second function. This is the integral for the entire terms containing in the middle bracket. So let us start the question exercise 7.6, and the first question is integration x sin x dx. I equals to integration x into sin x dx. So here we have two functions, x and sin x. X is the algebraic and sin x is the trigonometric function. So algebraic function taken the first function and trigonometry would be taken as the second function. So x first function and sin x second function. Now use the formula. First function. First function means x into integration of second function. Second function means sin x dx minus integration, whole integration d by dx of first function. So d by dx of first function means x into integration of second function. Second function is sin x dx and whole integral and dx. Whole integral dx. ये कौन सा टाइम क्या है? बात करते हैं आप ऐसे कोई बात नहीं है, तो आप अगर रेगुलर लेकिन रहना रेगुलर है ना, पहले अगर पता नहीं डायरेक्ट कोर्स कर लोगे तो ज़्यादा बेटर है, तो कब से आओगे? आपको घंटे से ठीक है, ठीक हाँ वही सुबह. So first function into integration of second minus integration differentiation of first into integration of second. So x into integration of sin x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. So minus x cos x minus integration d by dx of x. Differentiation of x is 1 into integration of sin x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x and whole dx. So it gives minus x cos x and minus minus becomes plus and integration cos x into 1 cos x dx. then minus x cos x, and integration of cos x is sin x, and plus c. So this is the result. Integration I equals to minus x cos x and plus sin x, and then plus c. Now question number second, x into sin 3x. Integration x into sin 3x and dx. Again there is algebraic term, algebraic function and trigonometric function. So algebraic would be taken the first function and trigonometric is taken as the second function. So x is taken the first function and sin 3x is taken as the second function. Then we use this formula. First function means x into integration of second function, and second function is sin 3x, and there is integral sign, so we will have to use dx minus integration d by dx of first function, and the first function is x into integration of second function, and the second function is sin 3x dx, and for whole integral this is dx. Now integration of sin 3x, x as it is, integration of sin 3x is minus cos 3x, and then differentiate 3x. Differentiation of 3x is 3, then divided by 3. So minus x cos 3x divided by 3 minus integration d by dx of x 1 and integration of sin 3x. This is minus cos 3x, and again differentiation of 3x is 3 and dx. So we get minus 1 by 3 x cos 3x and minus plus 1 by 3 integration of cos 3x and dx. Then minus 1 by 3 x cos 3x plus 1 by 3 integration of cos 3x is sin 3x, and then differentiation of 3x is 3, so divided by 3. So the final result which we get minus 1 by 3 x cos 3x and plus 1 by 9 sin 3x and plus c. So this is the final result which we get. Question number 3, integration x square e raised to the power x dx. Integration x square e raised to the power x dx. So here we have two functions, algebraic function and exponential function. So algebraic comes in the series first and exponential then after. So algebraic would be taken the first and exponential would be taken the second function. So x square is taken as first function and e raised to the power x is taken as second function. So first function means x square into integration of second function e raised to the power x dx minus integration then d by dx of first function, and the first function is x square into integration of second function e raised to the power x dx, and for this integral we use dx. Then x square integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x minus integration. Differentiation of x square is 2x and integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x into dx. Now this becomes x square e raised to the power x minus 2 is the constant term taken outside, then x into e raised to the power x dx. So again there is product, again there will be used product rule. There are two functions, x and e raised to the power x, and we know that x is the algebraic function and e raised to the power x is the trigonometric function, and algebraic function would be taken the first function and exponential would be taken the second function. So again we integrate by parts. So x square e raised to the power x minus 2, then again we use the formula integration by parts. So the first function means x into integration of second minus integration d by dx of first into integration of second, and for this integral we use the sign dx. So x square e raised to the power x minus 2 x into integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x minus differentiation minus integral side d by dx of x is 1 and integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x into dx. Then x square e raised to the power x, remove the bracket, so minus 2 into x e raised to the power x minus minus plus 2 integration e raised to the power x and dx. Then x square e raised to the power x minus 2x into e raised to the power x plus 2 integration of e raised to the power x is e raised to the power x and plus c. So this is the result. Question number, this was question number 3rd. From whole term we can take e raised to the power x as common. E raised to the power x is taken common. So it comes x square minus 2x plus 2 and plus c. Now question number 4th. I equals to integration x log x and dx. Integration x into log x dx. Here again there are two functions x and log x, and in this sequence x is called algebraic function and log x is the logarithmic function. So from algebraic and logarithmic function comes first in this series and algebraic function comes after. Then logarithmic function would be taken as the first function. So log x is taken as first function and algebraic x is taken as second function. First function would be taken log x and second function is taken as x. So we use this formula. First function means log x into integration of second function means integration of x dx minus integration d by dx of first function, and the first function is log x minus integration d by dx of first into integration of second x dx, and for this integral we use the sign dx. So log x as it is, and integration of x dx is x square by 2 minus integration differentiation of log x is 1 by x into integration of x dx. This is x square by 2 and dx. 1 times x gets cancelled, and this would be written 1 by 2 into x square log x minus 1 by 2 taken outside and integration of x dx. Now the integration of x dx is x square by 2. So this would become 1 by 2 x square log x and minus 1 by 2 integration of x dx is x square by 2. Then we get the final result x square by 2 log x minus x square by 4 and plus c. X square by 2 log x minus x square by 4 and plus c. Question number 5, x log 2x dx. Integration x log 2x dx. Integration x log 2x dx. So we have to choose the function. There is algebraic function and logarithmic function. Algebraic function and logarithmic function. So logarithmic function comes first. So logarithmic function is taken as the first function and algebraic function is taken as the second function, and we use this formula. So first function means log 2x into integration of second function. Second function is x and its integration is x dx minus integration d by dx of first function. So d by dx of log 2x into integration of second function. So integration of x dx, and for this integral we use dx. So log 2x as it is and integration of x dx will become x square by 2. This should be integrated on the form x raised to the power minus integration differentiation of log 2x. So differentiation of log 2x is 1 by 2x, and then remove log, then differentiate 2x, and differentiation of 2x is 2 into integration of x dx. So integration of x dx is x square by 2 and whole dx. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled, 1 times x cancelled, and this would be written x square by 2 log 2x minus 1 by 2 taken outside, and it remains integration of x dx. So x square by 2 log 2x minus 1 by 2 integration of x dx is x square by 2 and plus c. So we get x square by 2 log 2x and minus x square by 4 and plus c. X square by 2 log 2x minus x square by 4 and plus c. C is the integration constant. Now the next question. Question number 6. X square log x. Integration x square log x dx. Integration x square log x dx. So there are two functions, x square and log x. X square is the algebraic function, log x is the logarithmic function. So from logarithmic and algebraic, logarithmic function comes first, so it would be taken the first function, and algebraic function is taken as the second function. So log x first function and x square is taken as second function. Now use the formula. So first function means log x into integration of second function means x square dx minus integration d by dx of first function, and first function is log x into integration of second function is x square dx, and for this integral we use dx. So log x as it is, and integration of x square is x cube by 3 minus integration differentiation of log x is 1 by x into integration of x square is x cube by 3 and dx. So we get 1 by 3 x cube log x, 1 by 3 taken outside constant term, and 1 time x gets cancelled. So we get integration of x square and dx. So 1 by 3, or we can write x cube by 3 log x minus 1 by 3, its integration x cube by 3 and plus c. So x cube by 3 log x and minus x cube by 9, 3 into 3 9 and plus c. So the result is x cube by 3 log x cube by 3 log x minus x cube by 9 and plus c. Question number 7. X sine inverse x. Integration x sine inverse x and dx. So there are two functions. X is the algebraic function and sine inverse x is the inverse function. So from inverse and algebraic, inverse comes first. So inverse function is taken as the first function and x is taken as the second function. So use the formula. First function means sine inverse x into integration of second function x dx minus integration d by dx of first function sine inverse x into integration of second function integration of x dx, and for whole there is dx. So x dx integration x square by 2 and sine inverse x minus integration differentiation of sine inverse x 1 upon root over 1 minus x square and integration of x dx x square by 2 dx. Then it becomes 1 by 2 x square sine inverse x minus 1 by 2 integration and x square dx upon root over 1 minus x square. Now what we will do? So this would be written x square by 2 sine inverse x. Here we put minus sign and here then multiplied by minus. Here we put minus, or we can write here plus 1 by 2 integration, and this minus should be written here minus x square dx upon root over 1 minus x square. So again plus minus and minus plus, it becomes minus. So x square by 2 sine inverse x and plus 1 by 2 integration. We add 1 and subtract 1. 1 minus x square and minus 1 upon root over 1 minus x square and dx. What we do? Adding 1 and subtracting 1. Then it gives 1 by 2 x square sine inverse x. Then separate both the terms. So plus 1 by 2 integration 1 minus x square upon root 1 minus x square dx, and plus minus, it becomes minus 1 by 2 integration dx upon root over 1 minus x square. So x square by 2 and sine inverse x and plus 1 by 2, and this can be written as this root will go or at place of numerator, and it becomes under root of 1 square minus x square dx, and the formula for dx upon root 1 minus x square, this becomes sine inverse. So 1 by 2 sine inverse x, 1 by 2 sine inverse x. Now we use the formula root a square minus x square, and the formula for under root of a square minus x square. The formula for integration under root of a square minus x square dx is equals to x by 2 under root of x by 2 under root of a square minus x square plus x square by 2 and sine inverse x by a. X by 2 under root of a square minus x square and plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by 2. So x square by 2 and sine inverse x plus 1 by 2, we use this formula x by 2 under root of a square minus x square and plus a square by 2 means 1 by 2 and sine inverse x and minus 1 by 2 sine inverse x. Then we remove the bracket. So x square by 2 sine inverse x plus x by 4 under root of 1 minus x square plus 1 by